Okay, so this is part 2 of the video. So I cleaned up the surfaces and I put a light amount of silicone on here. I got the new gasket with me, so I'm gonna install this gasket. And here is my new sump. It's nice, fresh painted black. Looks pretty new to me. Has no cracks unlike that old one did. So has a new seal already installed in it, so should be good to go. So we'll install a new gasket in the sump, torque the bolts, and then we'll mount this engine on the Craftsman leaf rack and put the rest of the stuff back together. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the lower housing. So if you remember, I took the housing off and I hit it with a rubber mallet and it just came out off. Well, when I had to put the housing back on, it wasn't as easy as you think. So turns out I did have to remove the transmission. I had to remove like 2 bolts to hold it in place, and then even worse, I had to take both rear wheels off and the E-clips off to get the transmission out of the way so I can put the lower housing back on. And I put that back on and put the transmission on, and that was it. Okay, so it's pretty much all put back together except for the chipper chute. So I'm still not finished. I still have to I have to replace the breather assembly, which I'll grab it now in a second. I then, also for fun, I'm going to be repainting the recoil shroud, and also those oil buildup and all that leaking coming from the dipstick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap the bad seal off of the Bridge Intech Edge motor, which I don't think I'm not going to use it again, since I put the quantum motor back on my super recycler. So I'll be taking that dipstick out and be swapping it on this one. So still almost finished. So in here is the breather assembly, so we'll go ahead and install the new one here. It's 59005. Looks very identical. Oh, right here. There's a this way. The old one wasn't even bad at all. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. So just reassembled it all back together. I put the bag on, the hose on, and the chipper shoe back on, of course. So I just add some straight 30 weight oil in it, Virgin Stratton oil in it, jet level, and it's at full mark. So after waiting for a couple minutes, there are no leaks around the sump and all that, which is a good thing. You can see here's the gasket right here, and there's my new sump right here. So you can see there's no leaks, and plus I also swapped the dipstick tube and swapped out the blue O-ring because the old one was bad. So just installed the spark plug on it, has some fresh gas in it, and we'll see how well this is gonna start. Right, and then turn on maybe about right here, a half a full of throttle-ish. Let it safe switch and all that back in. Alright, so everything, that's the past couple of days and I've been doing this. I made sure everything was properly torqued, and all that, and made sure it was safe. So yeah, I torqued the impeller to where it needed to be, so it's good. And yeah, so I torqued everything properly, put everything back together correctly, didn't break anything, strip anything, screw up anything. So very good, but we'll see how it starts. Oh, right. Go full choke. So this throttle is on about quarter throttle-ish. Right here, it's on full choke. Moment of truth. Let's see. Let's see what I did. Yeah, you can smell it's burning a bit because I just had some oil in it, so yeah, not too bad. Wow, that is awesome. When I was pulling the rope, I thought for sure it didn't have enough compression, but I guess I just had to pull it quick enough. It started in one pull. I thought that was definitely worth it. Really nice too. It runs exactly the same as it did last time I ran it. Slow throttle. That was really impressive. And it's pretty dusty. And look, remember I told you that well, the oil leak. So last time when I had the old sump on, it was cracked. Whenever I run this thing, oil would start leaking out of the sump after I shut it off, even when it's warm, of course. So that was why. And it's a good thing I replaced the sump. Seems to be holding up pretty well. Well, since it runs good, I'm gonna go ahead and put a new air filter in it, just because I want to, and yeah, be done with it. So yeah, hopefully I'm gonna get a video of vacuuming up some of the leaves and even hedge clippings. So pretty good thing to test. Well, that's my video of my Craftsman leaf vac that I did a fall break projects of tearing down the oil sump and placing the gaskets and placing the breather assembly, and I had the oil in it. It started right up in the first pull, and wow, I'm pretty impressed. This thing, this is awesome. I will actually give you the total of what I put into it. So the parts I had to order, the new sump was about 50 bucks. The oil pan gasket was $8, and the breather assembly was about 10 bucks. Had a new gasket, of course, came with it, and the impeller removal tool from MTD in order to move that impeller, which I did. That tool, that little bolt, was about 30 bucks. Pretty pricey for that bolt just to remove the impeller. But anyway, total and all that was about 98 bucks. So even though I paid $125 for it, and I had to put just about almost 100 bucks into it, and since a new one is about over 700 bucks and doesn't even have this good motor, I think this vacuum was definitely worth fixing. We'll see how well it holds up, since at least we know it runs good. We'll see how well this is going to hold up. So alright, that's my video. So hope you like it, and I'll talk to you guys later.